So the next data type is Python Booleans actually. Okay. So as we discussed already, what is meaning of Boolean? That may be either true or false. Okay. These are the only two values we are going to use under this data type. So sometimes it is necessary. What happened? You just need to know whether it is success or failure. So for the success, you can use true. For the failure, you can use false. Whatever be the reason. So these two values we are going to use actually under Boolean data type. So now, not only straight away these data types we are not using. Sometimes whenever you have an expression, after expression is evaluated, okay, so that means sometimes there is a condition actually. So whenever there is a condition, the condition is true or false. So for that also value will be one of these two actually. So after expression is evaluated, so value may be any one of these two, that may be true or false. So we will see with examples. And then when two values are comparing, so A is less than B or 2 is greater than 5. 2 greater than 5. Is it true or false? 2 because 2 is not, because 2 is 2 greater than 5. Because 2 is not greater than 5, it is false actually. So that means this is what comparing two values or two variables sometimes. So this is false. Okay. So let us see, for example, in this case, so one thing we must understand in case of this Boolean is, so let us see here, this is very simple to understand. So one simple thumb rule is there whenever we are discussing conditions especially, okay? So here you see, whenever, for example, if 2 plus 4, so here expression is what? 2 plus 4. So what is going to happen in this case if 2 plus 4 6? What it is going to return? So in this case 6. So it is going to return true actually. So I will tell why it is. Then next expression, if you see, if 3 minus 3, what is going to happen after this expression is evaluated? What is going to happen? If 3 minus 3, that means 0, right? So it is going to return, that means condition is actually false. Okay. Next, if you see, if A, so in this case, condition is actually true. And then next, if 2, so here already there is no expression. So now because there is no expression, it is going to evaluate. So it is going to become true actually. Now let us see what is the reason to tell it is true or false. So it is very simple. You can see here 0 for floats 0.0 for string, empty string. Okay. For these things, it is going to give always false actually. Okay. And now if you see, that means what you can conclude from this, all these conditions is non-zero is going to return true and 0 is going to return false. That means in the condition part, if you observe, especially in the condition part, what is our observation? So this is what actually 6 is non-zero. So condition is true. Always this is 0. That is why condition is false. And A is non-zero actually. It's a Unicode or ASCII code if you place, that is not non-zero. That is actually non-zero. Because it is not 0, you can say. So that is why it condition is true. And even here also 2. So what is meaning of 2? 2 is actually not 0, right? That means non-zero. So condition is true. Now, whenever you are checking with if condition, if you have 0 value, that means need not be 0. That may be 0 for integer, 0.0 for float, or empty string for strings actually. Then these values in the condition returning actually false, evaluated to false actually. So let us cross check these things with a hands-on session. Okay. So here, for example, we have, so for example, A equal to, we taken A equal to 5. So I'm going to write if A, simply A. or simply you can take directly values instead of variables. So if I take 5, what is 5? Actually it is non-zero, right? Then uh, print something hello. So let us run this code. What is going to happen? It is going to print hello, right? Because you can see here 5 is non-zero. Now what we will do is we will do 5 minus 5. So to which value it is going to evaluate it? 5 minus 5 is going to evaluate it to 0. So 0 means it is going to place false. So false means, if false means, it is not going to execute. So for that what we will do is we will try to write down else part also. So print hi. So if it is true, it is printing hello. If it is false, it is printing hi. Now let us see what it is going to print. So now here you can check hi, it is printed. So in the output you can check it is printed hi. So what is it meaning actually? 5 minus 5 is evaluated to 0. Not only these expressions, arithmetic expressions, even you can see directly I written false. Boolean value I written directly. So in this case, what it is printing, let us check. So here you can check again hi is printed. Now if you want to print hello, what you have to do? So let us you have to type here true, right? So now if you execute this one, it is going to print hello actually. Is it clear? So let us see. Yes, it is printing hello. So this is what ultimately the main thing you have to understand is in the expression, in the condition part, whether you have zero value or non-zero value. If it is zero value, that is always condition false actually. If it is non-zero, condition is true. If you want to place float value, so let us check float also. That means here 0.0, let us check 0.0. So as we told, 0.0 should evaluate to, it should print actually high, right? So let us execute this one. Now you can check high. Then if you give some value 0.5, if I give, this is non-zero. Now if you run, what is going to happen? So it is going to print hello, right? Why it is printed hello? Because it is not 0.0. Okay. And at the same time, let us cross check with the strings also. If I give empty string, I given here empty string, right? Nothing is there in the string. Now if I run this code, what is going to happen? It is printing hi. If I place something in this single code, that means I am making it as a string with at least one length character, one length string. Now what is going to happen? This is not a null string. It is not empty string, right? That means it is going to print hello here. So let us cross check. So you can see here it is printing hello. So that meaning is ultimately let us try to finalize when it is going to condition become true, when it is going to become false. Always you no need to have a arithmetic expression to tell whether it is true or false, or you no need to have comparisons. Directly you can place some in numbers or strings or floating point numbers. Then basing on that also it is going to finalize whether it is true or false. Okay.